Mom struggling with breastfeeding, you're not alone. The journey into motherhood is a beautiful one, filled with joy and love, but it's also peppered with challenges. And breastfeeding can be one of them. It's a natural process, yes, but it doesn't always come naturally. From latching difficulties to finding the right position, the struggles are real, but so are the solutions. Breastfeeding is not just about nourishment, it's also about bonding, about comfort, about love. It's a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice and patience to master. The importance of correct breastfeeding techniques and positions cannot be stressed enough. They can make the difference between a stressful feeding session and a peaceful one. This video is your helpful guide, your companion in this journey. We're here to provide you with the knowledge and the confidence you need. In this video, you will learn everything you need to know about breastfeeding. Firstly, why is it important to learn correct breastfeeding techniques? Well, there's a multitude of reasons, but let's start with the basics. Correct breastfeeding techniques can significantly impact the health and well-being of both the baby and the mom. For the baby, breastfeeding provides the ideal nutrition. It's packed with a balance of nutrients that can't be replicated in infant formula. Breast milk is also easier for your baby to digest than formula, and it contains antibodies that protect infants from bacterial and viral infections. But that's not all. Breastfeeding also has benefits for the mom. It can help to reduce the risk of certain health conditions, including breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Plus, it's a natural way to help your body return to its pre-pregnancy state more quickly. Beyond the health benefits, correct breastfeeding techniques can also help establish an emotional bond between mom and baby. When a baby is breastfed, they are held close. This physical closeness, along with skin-to-skin contact, can help to nurture a strong, loving relationship. Now you might be asking, why is it necessary to learn the correct techniques? Well, incorrect breastfeeding techniques can lead to discomfort, pain, and even injury for the mom. It can also lead to inadequate milk intake for the baby, potentially resulting in malnutrition or slow growth. So, mastering the right techniques is crucial for a comfortable and effective breastfeeding experience. But remember, everyone's breastfeeding journey is unique. What works for one mom-baby duo may not work for another. It's about finding what's most comfortable and effective for you and your baby. And let's not forget, learning new skills can be challenging. Breastfeeding is no exception. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time, or even the second or third time. Don't be disheartened. It's a learning process for both you and your baby. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. Now, let's dive into the specifics of how to breastfeed correctly. Firstly, it's essential to find a comfortable position for both you and your baby. Start by cradling your baby in your arms, with your baby's head supported by the crook of your elbow. Make sure your baby's body is facing yours, tummy to tummy. This is sometimes called the cradle hold. Next, encourage your baby to open their mouth wide. You can do this by gently stroking their bottom lip with your nipple. Once their mouth is wide open, bring your baby towards your breast, not your breast towards your baby. This helps to ensure that your baby gets a good latch. A good latch is key to successful breastfeeding. When your baby is latched on correctly, their mouth should cover more of the areola below the nipple than above it. You might feel a tug or pull as your baby starts to suckle. Don't worry, this is perfectly normal. If it hurts, your baby may not be latching correctly. To break the suction, gently insert your little finger into the corner of your baby's mouth. Then try again. Remember, practice makes perfect, and it's okay to ask for help if you need it. Now, what if your baby falls asleep or seems uninterested? Try to stimulate them by gently stroking their back or the soles of their feet. You can also switch sides or change positions to keep them engaged. Finally, once your baby seems satisfied, allow them to release the breast on their own. If they don't, you can gently break the latch by inserting your little finger into the corner of their mouth. Breastfeeding is a journey, and every journey begins with a single step. So take it one feeding at a time. Remember, you're not alone. There are lactation consultants, healthcare providers, and supportive communities ready to help. With these techniques, you should be able to feed your baby comfortably and effectively. There's more than one way to breastfeed your baby. Let's explore some different positions. First up is the cradle hold. This classic position involves holding your baby like a cradle, with their head resting in the crook of your elbow. Your other arm supports the rest of the baby's body. This position is great for full-term babies who have strong neck muscles. Next, we have the football hold. Think of how a football player tucks the ball under their arm. That's the position your baby will be in. This is an excellent choice for mothers who've had a cesarean section, as it keeps the baby away from the abdominal incision. The side-lying position comes next. This one involves lying on your side with your baby facing you. Their belly should be touching yours. This position is perfect for nighttime feedings or when you need a bit of rest. Finally, we have laid-back breastfeeding. This position is all about comfort. You lean back on a bed or couch and your baby lies on your chest. This position utilizes gravity to keep the baby in place and can be a great option when you're both tired. Just remember, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to breastfeeding positions. What works best for one mother might not work for another. It's all about finding what's comfortable for you and your baby. Also, keep in mind that these positions might take a bit of practice. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right on the first try. With time and patience, you and your baby will find a rhythm that works best for both of you. And don't forget, if you're struggling with breastfeeding, it's always a good idea to reach out to a lactation consultant or a healthcare professional. They can provide support and guidance during this beautiful but sometimes challenging journey. Try out these positions and see which one works best for you and your baby. Breastfeeding can come with its own set of challenges, but don't worry, we've got solutions. Let's start with one of the most common concerns: low milk supply. You might worry that your baby isn't getting enough milk. This can be due to various factors, such as your diet, stress, or lack of rest. The solution: try to maintain a healthy diet, get plenty of rest, and stay hydrated. If you're still concerned, don't hesitate to consult with a lactation consultant or your healthcare provider. Next, sore nipples. This is often a result of incorrect latching. Remember, breastfeeding should not be painful. If you're experiencing discomfort, it's time to reevaluate your baby's latch. Make sure your baby's mouth covers a large part of the areola, not just the nipple. If soreness persists, nipple creams or a warm compress can provide relief. It's always a good idea to seek advice from a healthcare professional if pain continues. Another common challenge is the baby not latching correctly. This can be frustrating, but it's important to stay patient. Every baby is different, and some may take more time to learn than others. Try different breastfeeding positions to see what works best for you and your little one. If the issue persists, don't hesitate to seek help from a lactation consultant. They can provide valuable advice and techniques to improve the latching process. Lastly, remember that it's okay to ask for help. Whether it's from a healthcare professional, a lactation consultant, or even a friend who's been through the same experience, don't hesitate to reach out. You're not alone in this journey. Breastfeeding can be a beautiful bonding experience between you and your baby. Yes, it may come with its own set of challenges, but remember, every hurdle can be overcome with patience, practice, and the right support.